Hello, everybody. We are live. Lamley Extras, our standard Sunday get together. Skipped it last week, of course, because of the Matchbox gathering of friends. And I think at this point I was traveling home, actually, to Colorado from Albuquerque. So, welcome if you're joining me. This is, I'm going to do a couple of things, show you a package that I got. I haven't opened it yet. You can probably figure what is in there pretty easily. And then we'll do a little bit of chat. And then I got to prepare for my next stream on the Lamley YouTube channel, which will be in about an hour from now, where we're going to go through that big, massive bin of cars, which they're all cars that I've had. They're extras. They're things that I have purged out of the collection. There's a bunch of other stuff. We're just going to go through it and have some fun with it. We'll figure that out. Hopefully you'll join me there. So Monaco McLaren, it's early. Boy, you could watch this later if you need to, 3:30 in the morning. So let me give you guys a little heads up on what is coming. I like showing the Lamley Extras audience because you guys are a little smaller than my Lamley YouTube channel. It's my little exclusive. Hopefully you guys like this video. I had fun doing that yesterday. Some people made comments about how I was running pretty high with the adrenaline, and I was nervous. I was excited. And there's my yacht collection. I've noticed on eBay a couple of the yacht models sold. I don't mean to hype up the thing, but I've been looking for this for a long, long time. And I touched on it a little bit. I'm actually going to write an article on lamleygroup.com about this car and what I know about it, what I know about its history. But it's interesting to have a BRE from 40, maybe even 40 plus years ago, and then there's the police car to match. Notice that this one has the piece still in the peg slot or whatever you call it, but there it is. It's in its protector. I plan on keeping it in there, and it's in the sterling protector, by the way, because to me they are the most sturdy. They're the easiest to open and close, and they're safe, anyway. So kind of cool to get those, and was very, very excited to do that video. Thanks, Hot Wheels Masters. They are very cool. And if you became familiar, I've seen a bunch of posts on the LGG Facebook group and things of people showing more of these more obscure brands since I showed it, and it's kind of fun to see these little kind of like Zilmex and Yatming and some of these other brands that from way back when. Hey, Blackwind, how you doing? Anyway, so that was yesterday. I was going to do the bin. I have 2 bins to go through. I'm going to do one today. I'm going to figure out the other one. I might record the next part of the bin video and just do it later because I want to get those bins out of my house. Here's what's coming up this week. Got these. These just came from Mattel. That's Beatles Pop Culture. I'll probably do that one on, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I still have to do these. One of the reasons I'm digging through those bins, I still got to do these Fast and Furious, is so that I can maybe find some of the other Fast and Furious cars that I've just dumped in there. And then I don't know if this will be soon, but let me see if I can get this in focus. There we are. We'll be doing that at some point too. Super Street is first, and I still don't have those yet. But then once that time comes, we'll do those. So that'll be fun too. And those came from Mattel as well. So there we go. Oh, and then the first thing I got to do is this one, and I still haven't gotten to this one. And I really, really need to do that. I'm hearing that they might start arriving at stores this week, so I need to get to that one. I might even get that one done for tonight, most likely tomorrow. So, no, Desert Rally will be after the Street Tuners batch, as far as I know. I know the Street Tuners batch is already in Canada. All right, so I got a couple of packages the other day. Obviously, one I've documented fairly well. The other is this one. This is from my friend, and I really want to pronounce his name right. It's Kevork. He's a good friend, Kevork. He's from Chicago, and he's actually a moderator on the LGG. It's the Lamley group on Facebook. You guys should join it if you haven't. It's kind of fun. It's very much a collector-oriented, not trade, not buy, sell, just kind of talk about cool cars. Anyway, he's a good dude. He and I were talking, and he had noticed that I had a couple of gaps in my supers that I'm trying to showcase for everyone. Most of these do come from Mattel, and then I open them up when I do the showcases for that particular mix, right? We just did the end case mix, and the Tesla is part of that. So and Mattel sent that one. Wheel Collectors actually sent this one. All the others came from Mattel. And but here's the thing, this gap here, the two that I'm missing, and then this one, sometimes Mattel just doesn't get them. Like, they're produced at the factory. They'll have their samples, like their FEP samples. They're not going to send those. And then, yeah, the factory will do them, and then they'll just send them out. And sometimes they just, you know, the guys at Mattel are so busy, you'd think, oh, they're going to try and get all the supers. They don't care. Sometimes they're like, man, I would love to have that super. I'm like, you designed the darn thing. He's like, I know, but I'm too busy to ask for anything, so maybe I'll find it in the store. That's kind of how it goes at Mattel. So when they get samples, they put one aside so I can showcase it. They like for me to do it because there's so many leaked pictures of these samples, or of these super treasure hunts, that that get shared, and that really ticks them off. And so even though they can't, you know, I can't control what gets shared, they can at least send me the proper supers to showcase. So, you know, color, wheels, the whole nine. So that's why they do that. So they like to showcase them. They don't always get them to showcase. So I had some gaps. Enter Kevork. Oh my gosh, I'm so, you know, you get to know, you get me make so many friends online, but you never know how to pronounce her name. And I asked him, and he gave me a good pronunciation, but it's still, I hope I'm getting it right. He and I were talking. If you guys remember, one time I found 3 Honda Civic Super Treasure Hunts in one bin, and then I found 3 Mustang Super Treasure Hunts, and he said, I have the 2 you need. Send me a Honda, send me a Mustang, and I'll send you the 2 you need. And I said, done deal. So I sent him those, and he sent me these. So that's what I'm assuming is in here. So I'm going to open them up. Now, I will probably not open these right now for this video, or open them, take them out of the package. I'll probably do them for a separate showcase. But I really do want to have these, and so not only because they're fun to have, but more importantly, even if they're not relevant to feature right now, because they've already come and gone, or at least they're, you know, in stores now. It's not like you guys are getting any, like, oh, I never knew. But the Lamley Awards are actually closer than you think. We're only really a couple months away from the Lamley Awards, and when I do those, and I have you guys vote on best and worst super and best new model and everything, I like to have everything. I don't want to just, here, let me just move this out of the way. I don't want to talk about things and then not have them for you. So here, I'm just, sorry. He packed these very, very well. Oh, what a cool dude. All right, I think I got a little roke in there. Random act of kindness. All right, let's put that off to the side for a second. This is what he sent. The 2 that I'm missing. And how cool. He also sent a cool Hot Wheels sticker in with each of them. I told him to send bad carded. I think he's found both of these. I said, card doesn't matter because I'm going to open them. I like to have them on the card so we can open them, but obviously the condition of the card doesn't matter. It is nice to finally see these. So here's the first one. And I'll show you what he sent me too. So collectors are just cool. And anyway. So cool Hot Wheels sticker. Thank you. I'll put that right here. And then this would be the, let's see, the L case super, right? The Street Creeper. So there's the card art. There's the symbol. As far as supers go, I mean, you know, I wouldn't have chosen this model, but it's, I mean, for a super, it's good looking. right? I mean, if you're gonna choose this model, they did a nice job on it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That's pretty cool. But this is the one I'm most interested in. And a lot of you, I had just missed a huge bin at a Kroger store called City Market. And it looked like it had just been gone through earlier in the day. And I don't know if the person found any supers, but good for that person. Another Hot Wheels sticker. And there it is. So yeah, so it's got a damaged card. That doesn't matter to me, but my goodness, that is nice. Spectre Flame Red. So this is the new Spectre Flame they're using. So we've seen a lot of red supers, and we saw it on the Corvette, and I thought the Corvette was really good looking. And so now we have this one. Will sit like right here, but I'll put it up close again for you. It's got the old school Real Riders on it too, which is interesting. Treaded. So I think that looks pretty nice. You guys can tell me what you think. So this one goes here. And this one goes here. So yeah, so if we put, and then I'll just move them down right here. So if we're looking, you guys start compiling what your favorite super is, and if you've got them all, great. If you don't, I'm going to do some real close-up pictures later as we get closer to the end of the year. 2 more mixes to go after N, but Honda Civic, Nissan Skyline R34, Corvette Grand Sport, VW Transporter, DeLorean, the Back to the Future hover mode, Mazda Repu, Fox Body Mustang, Mercury Cougar, Corvette, the racing, whatever they called it, the Corvette Racer, then Dodge Demon, Street Creeper, Lamborghini Aventador J, Tesla Model S. Then the Morris Mini will be the the P case, and I will showcase that one. That one came from Mattel. When we get to the P case, which I think would be soon, and then the Q case, the final case of the year, is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and of course we'll open that one when that time comes. That one's really pretty. So you guys can leave comments now if you want to on what your best and worst is. Right now, I don't know. I think I feel like there's going to be a tendency for people to vote for the DeLorean. Mr. NA wants a close up of the Fox body. I think there's going to be a tendency for people to say the Street Creeper or the DeLorean is the worst super of the year. I can't like argue with whatever reason you're going to use, but here's my thinking on the super. I always go with most disappointing. Worst with super. New models, I go most disappointing. I just think that the best super might not be the one that is your favorite casting, because that's boring. What's the super that just looks the best? You know? What if that Street Creeper is just so much better as an upgrade than the regular one? That might be the best one. But I think this Dodge Demon is very nice, although it doesn't look too much different from the actual model. I think the Lamborghini is really nice. This Fox body, the color on that is magnificent. I think the color on the gold Corvette is really cool. I think the VW is really cool. The Honda is a surpriser in white. That Corvette's gorgeous. Obviously, the purple Porsche is going to be really nice. Start thinking about it. Don't just go like, oh, my favorite casting is the Porsche, so it's #1, or my favorite casting is a Lamborghini, so it's #1. No, think about it for a little bit. And just say, what's the best looking? And so when we do the Lamley Awards, here in a couple months, probably more like October, November, like really give it some thought. Don't just go, oh, my favorite casting is this, so it's #1. That's boring. Boring, boring, boring. All right. And then you can say, what's the most disappointing super? What's the most disappointing new model? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there's my rant for the day. I'll leave these right here. Okay, I want to show you what Kevork sent as a little roke. Random act of kindness, that's a term in the world, in the collecting world. Check that out. That is the Mazda RX-7 in black, but what makes this really interesting is it has PR5 wheels, so a variation, very cool variation. That is awesome, and I am thrilled to have it. And now I owe Kevork something in return. I think I can figure out something to send him. I have some ideas. I'll get to that later. That's for him and me. So I have some ideas to send that guy something very, very cool. Because he sent something very, very cool. All right. Speaking of wheel variations, guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. I'm not going to give you everything, but get ready to write this down. Because there's 2 wheel variations coming out that will be very interesting. And I have no idea how common. I think they're actually be somewhat hard to find because it's going to be a very small run of a particular car. But there's going to be a wheel variation coming up in car culture, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what model. I'm not going to tell you what mix. I'm not going to tell you anything, but 2 cars are going to switch wheels, and you'll want to be on the lookout. How's that for a little hint? Maybe I'll share it later, but for now, 2 cars in car culture will all of a sudden switch wheels and then probably switch back. Actually, maybe not switch back. It'll just be like the final run of that particular model will have different wheels. Okay. All right, guys, let's have our little Sunday chat before I shut this down. We have about maybe 12, 13 minutes before I have to go set up for our big bin dig on the Lamley YouTube channel. Hello, Hector. I didn't see a lot of your guys' comments because I was looking at these super treasure hunts. I got distracted. So tell me what you guys want to see. I've got a few. Let's see. I don't have too much out right now. Oh, another video I have to do is Tomic Limited Vintage. I'm just looking at that box, which is over to the side too. I have the July mix from Tomic Limited Vintage, and it's going to be really a bummer if I don't show it until August. I got too much to do. Too much to do. But that's a good problem to have, right? I even want to get more close-up. I promised you guys last week when I was with J-Car that I would do close-ups of the Datsun 510, and I have that. I have the display, but I haven't. That Mattel sent me. I haven't opened it yet. I said I would do my top 5 Datsun 510s, Hot Wheels Datsun 510s, not that one, and I'll do that video too. Do I collect Greenlight? I won't say I collect Greenlight, but I do dabble. Occasionally they put out something really cool and I'll grab it. The Datsun 510, the BRE that I showed yesterday, I definitely was interested in, and I did pick that up. And I've picked up a few other cars. I've liked a lot of things they do. It's just I kind of drew the line at one point. Who knows? I mean, they do so many good things that I wouldn't be hesitant to add more to the collection. I'm just, as you can see with these big bins I have, I'm just overrun, and I like to keep everything everything manageable is the best way to put it. So, do I collect Maisto? No. I think I have a couple things here and there. I have a couple of square body trucks, but that's about it. By the way, do you guys want to see a video after I do the showcase of Auto World? Do you want to see the Auto World square body versus the M2 square body? I collect M2s, yes. Yeah, I've done some showcases of their stuff. In fact, I did an article on lamleygroup.com about their 620s coming out. Am I going to take the Demon off the blister? Yes, but not in this video. I'll do it later in a showcase. You guys do want to see it? Okay, I do have the M2 square bodies, the AutoZone ones. So once I get the Auto Worlds done, I'll do M2 versus, I like them both, but M2 versus Auto World, and then maybe I'll throw in the Hot Wheels. And even Matchbox has a square body, so. Okay. Repu or the 620, I don't know, they're both good. I think the 620, I like the Deco on the 620 a little, or I'm sorry, on the Repu a little bit better. This one's definitely cool too. Has J. Lou on there, my friend Jimmy, right above the TH. Do I know why the Hot Wheels did 2 Corvettes? Because they'll do that. They've done, one time, I think some years they've done 3 or 4 Camaros all at once. So, what premium diecast brands do I collect? Well, the most premium diecast, the 2 that I collect the most are Auto World and Tomica Limited Vintage. I try and get every Auto World released, and I try and get every TLV released. What's my favorite vintage Hot Wheels casting? I don't know. I don't know. What else? Close up for the Repu. Yeah. Auto World Square Body might be out this week. Whoever's asking. Here. I told you guys I'd preview it for you. This is for you guys on the Lamley extras. I haven't opened them yet. I'm leaving the others in the box. They sent me the box. They had to cut it open for me, so they've been sitting in the case. And then there's 2 others, but they're behind me, so not bad, right? Just soak that in, and I think either tonight or tomorrow, I will be doing the unboxing / showcase. I do it all at once. If you remember with the Release 3 video I did. Those are so fun to look at. I cannot wait to open them. Aren't those cool? Someone wanted to see the VW, I think. Did I see the real ones I lived there? I never saw an SP2, but I did see plenty of Opalas. In fact, I rode in a few Opalas when I was down there. But I never saw an SP2. So, but yeah, I did see a lot of Beetles, a lot of combis. Aventador J close up, sure. Monica's thinking of becoming a DLMer. It is a joy. Only do it if you want to, but it is a joy to open the models. And like I said, I open almost everything, but someone want to see the Tesla. You want to see both Corvettes together. You guys are putting me to work today. Jeez. Whoa! Caught him. Caught him. But I almost dropped him. That'd have been fun. Okay. What else, guys? What'd you guys, by the way, which of you guys got the gumball? Who bought the gumball Aventador? It's sold out in 2 to 3 minutes, didn't it? I told you guys. I don't think I don't think some people believed me when I said it was going to go fast, but it did, because there just wasn't that many of them. And then what I didn't know when I did the showcase was that the Gumball store out of the UK sold them too, but overnight. And they sold out real quick too. I don't know how many they had, but they sold out pretty quickly too. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. And I saw a lot of like pre-sales on eBay that all of a sudden vanished because people said, oh, I'm going to go buy this and then you can buy it from me. And that didn't happen. And I'm not like laughing at people, but there weren't a lot of these. So some people, like I said, I already talked about it on the video, complain that it's plastic wheels and said, oh, I'm not going to pay $20 for something that's plastic wheels. Well then, but why would you pay 20? If that's your argument, let me just vent for 1 second. That argument does not hold water, because Yes, this probably took, I don't know how many cents to produce, but so did this Super Treasure Hunt, and so did the $20 model, the $20 gasser that's going on sale Tuesday. So if you said that I'm not going to buy that Aventador because it's $20 and has plastic wheels, I know I'm going to spend $20 on a model with plastic wheels and a plastic base, then you are not allowed to buy the gasser on Tuesday, because that, based on your argument, is also not worth $20. Just so you know, you can't go with that argument. Just so you know. Does that make sense? If you say, I'm not going to buy it because I don't like it, then that's a legitimate argument. That holds water. But if you're doing it based solely on cost, then you should never, ever buy a Hot Wheels if it's more than $1. Never. Anyway, there's my rant for the day. If you don't like it, don't get it. But if you're mad that it has plastic wheels and it's $20, then you should be mad that every RLC model is over $1.50. I'm just saying. Okay, there's my rant for the day. Now, shipping, I get all that, guys. There's a million reasons to not want it. I'm not saying you had to get it or had to want it. You could think it's the ugliest thing ever. There's plenty of models I don't buy because I don't want them, but I just didn't like the argument. I thought it was kind of a lame argument. Those that argued. If someone said I hate it because it's ugly, I don't want it, I don't like it, that's fine. That's awesome. We all like what we like. But I didn't like I thought it was kind of funny that was what people were saying. Oh, I'm not getting it because those plastic wheels. If that's your only reason, that's kind of a goofy argument. So anyway, sorry guys. But I get to rant like this on this channel. That's why I created it. So we can all be a little more honest, right? We can all just kind of talk about, the realities of this collecting world. Okay, so hopefully you guys like coming on here and doing that. It's not to complain. It's just to be honest about things. I'm glad this is a safe space. All right, anything else, guys, before we shut this down? I'm seeing your guys' comments. That's very nice. You guys are okay with me ranting and raving. See, that's what we should do on a podcast, right? Hint, hint, wink, wink. When I'm talking to myself, maybe to some other people in the biz. All right. Well, guys, we're at 28 minutes. I feel like I should probably shut this down. We'll get our little supers. I'll put these one here. A major thank you to Kavork for trading with me and for this super, super cool Roke, this variation, this PR5 variation on the Mazda RX-7. I'm stoked to have it. So, all right, guys, I got to break all this down. I got to shift the camera over here because we're going to do a whole new setup because we're going to dig through a bin for how long it takes. Might be a half hour, might be longer. Hopefully it won't be too long, but there'll be some fun things in there. I hope to see all of you guys there in about 30 minutes. And start thinking about the three models that you would want as we go through them. Get a piece of paper out. Make a little note if you see something, because I'm just saying, maybe some of these need to go to another home. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys in a half hour on the Lamley YouTube channel. Got to go and me, my vocal cords. See you guys in a bit. Bye.